Oh man, I hate this. The single worst possible news that you could get. 2 more service members have been killed in the war with Iran. Another one is missing when an Air Force base was struck by an Iranian ballistic missile. Here's the base right here. It's called Mawaf Salti Air Force Base. It is a sophisticated base in the heart of Jordan, and the ballistic missile struck right here. This would be the barracks area of the base, and 2 service members are now dead. Again, another is missing. You can see how far away this base is from Iran. Not exactly the front lines, but every American base has now become the front lines in this conflict, as Iran says that it will now target all American bases. Hundreds of miles here, stretches in between. What do we know now? This brings the total number to 16, the death toll. 2 service members have been killed in Jordan. Their military base was struck. The attack, which came on Friday night, saw Iranian ballistic missile and drones at the Air Force base, with at least 1 service member missing in action. 4 other American soldiers were medically evacuated to a Jordanian hospital in the attack, CENTCOM said. The troops have been discharged out of respect for the families. They'll withhold additional information. The deaths were the 15th and 16th among U.S. service members. There have been 430 wounded. Officials suspect that China or Russia may be feeding Iran targeting data after Tehran struck very sensitive sites with unusual precision. That's right. There's a lot of people wondering, how did this happen? You can see the strike here, or at least what is reported to be the strike here, and you can see why this was so devastating. You can see the secondary explosion there means that it must have hit some type of fuel tank, some type of gasoline line, or storage facility that had some type of flammable or explosive material in it. And that secondary explosion is really what does incredible damage. Video captures the moment that several Iranian ballistic missiles struck the Mawaf Salti Air Force Base in Jordan overnight, killing at least 2 and injuring several other American service members. Let's watch. Oh, gosh. How did the person filming this survive? That is what it looks like. There was. Okay, so let's break this down. So there's obviously a projectile hits, and then it seems like it sparked like a gas line, right? You see how every building seems to combust at the same time? Maybe there's a secondary hit, but it's like a gas line or something got ignited, and then like everything just went pure combustible. And sparks flying everywhere, which indicates like a major pipe explosion, right? Some type of major metallic explosion, some type of infrastructure, right? That just went and got blasted. Wow, it's crazy, crazy. So this is awful. You can see here F, the area targeted by the Iranian attack. In Jordan appears to be the troop area where they live, and has confirmed that the NASA heat signatures appeared approximately 2 a.m. local times. Here we go. Fire burning at the U.S. Air Force Base in Jordan after an Iranian ballistic missile. NASA detected 2 heat sources around 2 a.m. local time. So nighttime strike, presumably on the barracks the troops were sleeping in. So war update. 2 service members killed. And Iran's Revolutionary Guard claimed new striking targeting American facilities. Attacks on Syria, Kuwait, Oman, Bahrain, Jordan. The U.S. military denied those claims. Well, can't deny this. It's tough. Here's the CENTCOM statement. Everything that we've already seen, Iranian ballistic missiles and drone attacks. 1 service member is currently missing out of respect for the families. Personnel were evaluated and they've been released. So the White House response to this has been Dan Scavino posting a video of a B-2 bomber. Dan Scavino, obviously the voice of the president, quite frankly, digitally, online, and some F-22s. So this is what Scavino has posted, sort of a phalanx of a military orchestration. And this is, of course, flanked by quite a few brand new bombers that are being brought into the region. I expect there to be total wipeout tonight in Iran. I have a feeling this is a ballistic missile strike on a Kuwait military academy. Kuwait security forces confirmed that no U.S. assets or personnel were on site, but not the same in Jordan. You can see here they've also struck Dubai and Saudi Arabia. This is the first time since the start of the war that Saudi Arabia had direct missile hits. You can see here, this would be the Saudi soil. Significant, expanded the war's reach into the kingdom. So now we have like total and complete war across all of the Persian fronts. Looks like the U.S. is preparing to significantly expand its military campaign against Iran, flooding Israel with dozens of additional refueling tankers, turning Ben Gurion into a forward base for expanded attacks on Iran. Axios reporting that Washington had asked Israel to accept dozens more refueling tankers. So look at the traffic. I mean, look at the tanker traffic. Look at that. Holy moly. Yep. Goodness gracious. 2 American service members killed. Trump is monitoring the situation. Could respond at any moment. And we'll see. Pray for all the troops in the region.
But Jordan has been a major hub. So once again, Aisha, 2 American service members have been killed. 1 is still missing, and 4 were wounded in.
What will happen next? A 3rd American service member is listed as missing in action. U.S. launches more extensive strikes on Iran after the death of 2 service members in Jordan attack. As a new round of U.S. strikes against Iran continues, American officials told CBS News tonight's operation will be more extensive than previous ones, coming shortly after the U.S. announced that 2 service members were killed. So now it's a vengeance tour. See this guy flying with an folded American flag in his fighter jet. Oof. President Trump has said in the past that if Iran killed U.S. forces, he would go back to full-scale war with Iran. Oh, here it is. The service members killed in Jordan reportedly were in their beds when the missile arrived. Iranian medium-range ballistic missile said to have struck a cluster of container housing units. Anyone who has been deployed knows that these is what a CHU is worth in incoming fire. A drone punched through one, and a ballistic missile removes it from the map. So, yeah, this is what it looks like. Goodness. Goodness. Yeah. Bad news. Okay, so here's more footage from the base. Looks like just something got completely incinerated. Something got completely lit up. The Ayatollah Mojtaba says repeated breaches of the agreement by the Great Satan regarding the MOU signed by the President of Iran and the U.S. have once again laid bare fundamental truths. The signature of the U.S. President is utterly worthless and devoid of credibility. Joe Kent, tonight we have hit Iran hard in response to our troop being killed in Jordan. After that, we need to end this before it escalates further, strike and simultaneously pull our forces out, remove Iran's leverage, and move on to economic negotiations, restore order, says Joe Kent. Tonight, we will be praying for the families of those killed. I think it's awful. I hate it. And this is why we've been praying for peace. Pray for peace. Pray for peace. Pray for the fallen and wounded families. We need to get out now. These bases are known to Iran and have become liabilities, not assets. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. I just want Americans home safely. And it becomes very, very real when we start adding to the number of American soldiers killed. And people start asking the question, like, what are we getting out of this? And the answer to that needs to be made very, very clear to the American people. And the answer to that should be, we're getting our boys home safely. That's what this channel believes. It's your boy, Benny. Pray for our troops.